Hello, besties, and Merry Christmas in July. Today is day 2 of my collaboration with my bestie, Irina, from our Facebook group, Fun Life on a Budget, featuring me, Bestie Becky. And today, for day 2, I'm going to make a gift card holder. See, hold your gift card right in there. Let me get a card. This little pocket would hold a gift card. See? So it's a gift card holder, but it's a magic gift card holder because it is also a box. And it happens to be a box that I have filled with chocolate. Those are little Hershey chocolate nuggets. So, you can either put chocolate in this box, or you could put another gift along with your gift card. So, we're going to make something like this, but we're going to jazz it up a little bit. This was just kind of my practice one to see how it would go and all the measurements and stuff. So let's go ahead and get started on the one we're going to make today. So first of all, the paper pad that I am using is from Love Nicole. You can see that. And it is called Let It Snow. And the reason I chose it was because the pages are double-sided. And one of the pages you would need to be double-sided, or you could use plain cardstock. I guess that would work too. And I also use plain cardstock from Recollections. You know, those packages that you get at Michael's, you know, and if you're lucky you can get like 3 packages for $10 or something like that. So that is another thing that I used. So let's go ahead and get started. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make our box. So basically this is like a matchbox with a gift card holder on the top. A big matchbox with a gift card holder on the top. So that'll kind of give you an idea of what we're going for here. So I'm going to start with my base piece, and it's brown. I know it's brown. It's not really Christmassy colored, but you'll see it's going to match the Christmas paper that I picked out. So this piece of cardstock needs to be 7 1/4 inches long by 5 inches wide. And the nice thing about this is you can get both of your pieces out of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper to make the base for this box. So that is really nice. You don't have to waste a lot of paper. So again, it was 7 1/4 inches by 5 inches. And you will need your scoreboard. So I've got my scoreboard here. Get out my scoring tool. And along each side, you are going to need to score at 1/2 inch and 1 1/8 inch, and that's around the whole entire side. So we start with our 1/2 inch, and then I go to 1 1/8, and then I rotate and do my 1/2 inch. I get a real good start there. There we go. And 1 1/8. Rotate and do our 1/2 inch, and then 1 1/8, and our last one, 1/2 inch, and 1 1/8. Alright, so we are finished with our scoring tool for now, but we'll need to use it again. So just set it to the side. So we have all of our scoring done. So now we need to do some cutting. And this is where it might get a little confusing. but it's really easy. So, let me get a marker out and see if that helps. Alright, so we have our 1/2 inch score line and our 1 1/8 score line all the way around. And when you do that, if you look in the corners, you can see there's like 4 squares in each corner. So what you're going to do is you are going to cut out these 2 squares and this square all the way across on every side. So let me just mark these and then I'll show you. Okay, so you see that we're cutting out these 2 squares and then that 1 square, so it's kind of, I don't know, L-shaped there anyway. Alright, so those are the squares we're going to cut out first. So let me get my scissors, and I know I brought them out. Ah, here they are. Okay, so I'm going to cut out the top rectangle first. Oops. Well, maybe right along that score line. There we go. So there's that first rectangle, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that on all of them while I am doing it, just to keep it kind of straight in my brain. Terrible time cutting today. There we go. Alright, so cut out those 2 rectangles, and I'm going to do that on this end. Oops, sticking to my finger though. And then my last rectangle over here. Alright, so cut out all my rectangles, and now I'm going to cut out all of these squares. And I know you're like, well, why did we measure it and have it all that way and whatever. You will see. And my goodness, I don't know what the deal is here, why they're not cooperating. Maybe they want to stay in the box. So we're making the bottom part of the box, if I didn't say that already. And then we'll make the cover part. So this is the part where all the goodies will be. Candy, or again, jewelry. You know, make it and say, hey hubby, put some jewelry in there. And then give me a gift card to Michael's. Okay, so take my scissors off. So this is what it'll look like. Okay. Now we need to do some more cutting. We need to cut some slits to make our box. So we are going to cut along the short side. We're going to cut where this square is. We're going to cut right along that score line. Okay? So let's do that all the way around. I'll do it like this so you can see. And we're going to cut down to that 1 1/8 score line. Right? See that? And we're going to do that the same way all the way around. Here's our another tab. I'm going to rotate it. And then along our short side, I'm going to cut along the edge of this box down to that score line. Alright, so now we have tabs. But we still have more cutting to do, just to make our box go together real nice. So, this is going to fold over. So, I'm going to cut an angle from the one end to that 1/2 inch score line. Just a little angle cut on both sides. That'll make our box go together nice. Alright, I'm going to swing around and I'm going to do the same on the other side. Where this 1/2 inch flap is, I'm going to cut an angle to that 1/2 inch score line. I know this is sounding complicated, but I'm telling you, it's really not. Now, each tab, alright, each tab is going to be folded in. And you know, when you cut an angle on your tabs, they make a nicer box. So on each of these little tabs, we're going to cut an angle. So it looks like that. Alright, so I'm going to do that all the way around. And then we'll be done with our cutting. Promise that'll be it for the cutting. Well, on this part anyway. Oops, I didn't cut down far enough. Didn't get that corner. There we go. And then here are other tabs down here, same thing. Cut it at an angle. And sometimes they want to stick like that. It's fine, just pull them out. And the last one, and then we can put this box together. Yay! Almost forgot which way I was going. I did forget which way I was going with my angle. Okay, so all of our angles are cut. All of our slits are cut. It's time to fold on all our score lines. So, a tip. I'm sure you all know this, but maybe not. When you score, you have that indent, of course, where you scored, and then on the other side where it punches out. This is like the right side of your paper. Because you've scored, you have stretched those fibers so they'll bend easier and they'll be crisper. So you always put what side is your good side up when you're scoring, because you're going to fold from that scored edge in. It just folds nice. Your paper hopefully won't crack, and it just makes it just makes it a nice fold. So we're going to do that all the way around. We're going to fold and score, not score, burnish with our bone folder so we get a nice crease. And our last end piece here. And then I'm just going to fold the tabs up so everything's been folded and creased. And now we need to put our tearaway tape on. And where did my, oh, there's my little card that I use for washi tape and tearaway tape. So now we are going to put tearaway tape on all of these 1/2 inch tabs on the inside of our box, because they're going to be folded towards the inside of our box. So we're going to put tearaway tape, and I'm just using my 1/4 inch tearaway tape, like so. And go all the way around. Did I tell you it's 100 degrees out today? Oh, there went my doorbell. Wonder if it's anything exciting. I guess I better go check. I gotta pause. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, by the time I got down the stairs, they left. It was just some kids selling candy bars. Which, you know, yum. But, impatient. But they rang my doorbell 3 times. Oh. Okay, so I have my tape on there, and that is all ready to go. So, we're going to glue our tabs up first. And what I find easiest to do, and I hope this doesn't confuse you, is I just flip my box over, and where those tabs are, I'm going to use my little tape runner here, and I'm just going to put some tape on there. Now the reason I do that is so it'll stick to the inside of the box and just kind of make my life a little easier. Make your life easier too. And now my stomach's growling because it's gone. They were selling chocolate and we didn't get any. Alright, so now we're just going to make a box. So we're going to fold the side in, make a nice corner, and then you can push on that tab and it's going to stick. And you're going to do the same to the other side. Where it meets, get a nice corner, push on that tab, and it sticks. Now we need to take the tearaway tape, which I probably should have done first, off of that end. And we're going to fold that end in, and it's going to hold those tabs. And I'm just going to take my bone folder and make sure we get a nice seal. Ta-da! I'm going to do the same to the other side, but I'm going to take the back of my tearaway tape off first. Maybe. Should be able to with these nails. Whew, need to cut them. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We've got that tape on there. We're going to come up here and we're going to make a nice corner. Push on that tab on the inside. It's stuck. Do the same on the other side. And it's stuck. We've taken the paper off the back of our tearaway tape. So we just fold it over. Take our bone folder. Good shape. Now we just take the paper off on our sides and fold them in. And take our bone folder, if you can see that. I'm just running my bone folder in there, make sure it's sealed, and then same on the other side. There we go. We have our cute little box. Isn't that so sweet? So cute. Alright, so we're going to set it off to the side. Alright, so let's make the top sliding part of our box. And I'm going to use the same color. Just using plain cardstock that matches my designer paper that I'm going to use. And this paper is cut to 7 5/8 by 5 1/8. I know, pretty weird measurements, but that's just how it works out. 7 5/8 by 5 1/8. And we're going to need our scoring tool again. And along the 7 5/8 inch side, we are going to score at 5/8, 3 1/2, there's 3.5. So we did 5/8, 3.5, 4 1/8. So there's 4 1/8. And the last one is at 7 inches. 7 inches. So it was 5/8, 3.5, 4 1/8, and 7 inches. Alright. We're still not done with our scoring tool. So just set it off to the side. Alright, so now we're going to fold on those edges and take our bone folder and burnish so we get a nice crisp fold. No cutting on this one. No cutting required. Aren't you happy? Alright, so there is our cover. So we need to put it together. So we just pick one of these end pieces and we're going to put tearaway tape on the inside edge. And since this is only 1/4 of an inch, I'm pretty sure that I can double it up. Because you know this is going to get a lot of use, especially if you have those chocolate nuggets in there. Maybe put some better chocolates in there. I don't know. Okay. So, tearaway tape just on one flap, and I'm just going to burnish it so I know we've got a good seal. I want to take the... Oh, don't you hate it when it does that? That one corner doesn't want to cooperate. We're going to take the paper off, maybe. There we go. Off our tearaway tape. And it has a little wiggle room, so it'll just slide on the box. So you kind of have to line it up. You can't really lay it flat. You just got to kind of line it up and bring that bottom one up and kind of stick it to it. That sounds funny. Stick it to it. And then I'm just using my finger and burnishing it. And then doing that on the other side so it gets a nice, good seal. And there we go. We have our cover. And it slides easy peasy over our box. So I am going to, because there's the seam right there, this is the back side of my cover. So I'm going to go ahead and glue on my Created with Love. It's just going to have to make sure that I put everything on the right way. But that's alright. Alright, so I just used my art glitter glue, and I know I have my tweezers. And I'm just going to hold my hand there and put it on. Make sure it's centered where I want it. And there we go. Okay, there's my Created with Love. Alright, so slide my box in there so it stays nice and sturdy. We'll let that dry, and let's work on the gift card part. Alright, so I use designer paper that has design on both sides, and I chose these cute little pine cones. That's why I went with brown, see? And then on the back side is this really pretty teal color. Isn't that pretty? So, this piece is 7 inches long by 4 3/4 inches wide. So, that was 7 inches long by 4 3/4. And we are going to need our scoring tool again for the last time. And on the 7-inch side, okay, we are going to score at 2 3/8. So there's 2 3/8. So I'm scoring twice on there, and 4 3/4. Now this is the one time that we go against our folding rule. So 2 3/8 and 4 3/4. Okay. Now we are done with our scoring. Yeah, you can do a happy dance if you want. I won't mind. So now we need to do some cutting. So I gotta get my ruler. This happens to be a quilting ruler. I like it because it's clear, I can see through, and it's got lines everywhere, and I can make sure that things are straight. So anyway, that's just how I roll. So we are going to measure up on the bottom. Oh, my stomach. Let me think. Just let me think, because the way we're going to fold it. So let's go ahead and score it first, because it's going to make a difference on where we cut. Alright. There we go. So, go ahead and score, okay, and one edge is going to meet, the open edge is going to meet the folded edge. And another one is just like, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch shy of the fold. Do you see that? I hope you can see that. Okay, so this is where our gift card is going to go. This is going to be our gift card pocket. So this is the piece that we need to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and I'm going to take my ruler. Of course I have to pick like a huge one, right? And we're going to measure up 2 3/4 inches from the bottom, and then I can line up on edges here to make sure that I have a straight line. That's why I like this ruler. And there we go. And we're 2 3/4. I mean, it doesn't have to be exact, you know. Nobody's going to know. I'm going to take my pencil and draw a line. Alright. Done with my pencil. Now we're going to take our scissors, and we are going to cut along that pencil line. And then we are going to cut from the score line down. So I just cut on that pencil mark we made to the score line, and then I'm telling you, I'm having a hard time cutting out these little tiny boxes. Jeez. Alright, so there is the little pocket for our gift card. But let's round the corner just to make it look nice. Alright, so rounded the corner there. And we're going to put tape along the bottom here. So I'm going to put tape on this outer flap because it's shorter than this flap. So you don't want to put tape all along that flap because then you'll have a sticky spot, you know. So I'm just going to use my tearaway tape again. And I'm going to put it along that bottom. As close to the edge as I can get. burnish it as always. And look how easy it came up that time. And then we're just going to fold it over. Yay! And then look, we have a pocket. And then when you close it, you can't see it. It's a surprise. Alright, so let's decorate, shall we? You could just leave it like this. That would be fine. It's got, you know, a nice little pattern on it. But we're going to jazz it up a little bit. So what I did was I did some cutting like so. So what I did was I cut a strip of this same paper, and then I cut a piece of brown paper that's the same as this, just a 1/4 of an inch wider than this strip. So I don't even know if I measured it. It's 3/4 of an inch, this one, and it's as long as our pocket here, so it is, I think 4 3/4 inches. Okay, so this one is 4 3/4 inches long by 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch. Well, that can't be right, because this one's 3/4. So it's almost an inch. Almost an inch. Yeah. You know, sometimes we just wing it. Have a scrap. And it works. It's close enough, right? Okay. I don't think there's a direction to this paper. Not that it really matters. But let me clean off the bottom of my glue bottle here. And I'm going to put glue on this strip. And take my trusty tweezers. I guess because I don't like to get glue on my hands. I don't know. Like, that's why mixed media is hard for me. I think because, you know, you get messy. And I'm just, you know, I'm just not that kind of girl. Okay, so there we go. I glued this strip on. So I want to glue it to the front of my gift card holder here. Oops. And I want to put it close to this edge. Like, I don't know. Close. Just make sure it's straight as straight can make it. And then I die cut out a couple ovals, and I have a die set of stacked ovals, and I just picked a size that fit on the front, and then the next size lower. As you can see, I cut the biggest one brown, and the smallest one is actually the back side of this paper. So it all coordinates, you know. So let's go ahead and glue our small oval on top of our, oops, big oval. Like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue it to the front of the gift card holder. Oops. I'm going to center it on the page. Like so. And then I die cut out some pine cones, because there's pine cones on the paper. And I use this die, I got it on AliExpress from Alina Craft. And the pine cones, they cut out awesome, and they have embossing on them. The evergreen boughs, I think that's what you call them, were tough to cut out. I did use pretty thick cardstock just because the color worked, and the first time I ran it through it didn't cut very well, so then I put a piece of paper as kind of a shim to, you know, add a little bit extra, I don't know, not really weight, but to see if that would help cut them out better. And I ran it through the machine like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 times, and it cut them, but they were really hard to get out. So these, I'm a fan of. These, not so much, but they do look pretty good when they are cut out. I mean, they do look like evergreen boughs, so I mean, you really can't complain that way. But anyway, enough of my little rant, but I'm just telling you, if you find them on AliExpress, that they just might be a little difficult. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put my pine cones on top, or if I'm going to put like one underneath and then the other one kind of on top. Ooh, that might work. Ooh, that would be cool. Okay. But I want my pine cones to kind of pop, right? So, a good way to make things pop is distress ink. And I'm going to use gathered twigs. And see if we can't. I'm going to do the edges. Alright, and then I'm going to kind of, I'm going to turn it the other way. I'm going to try and just kind of lightly brush over the top so that you can see the detail, hopefully. Like I said, really lightly, so you can see more of the detail of the pine cone. Hopefully. That's the goal. So, I'm going to do the same to the little one. Oh, my stomach keeps growling. Ooh, I hope you can't hear it. Alright, so there's our pine cones. So, I was going to glue one underneath, and then the boughs on top. So, we're just going to wing it. Just going to wing it. I'm going to glue the big one down. So he's inside the oval. Alright, and now the little bow. I should get my other, I have a glue pen that would probably work better than trying to do our glitter glue. But this is a pretty fine tip. And I know I'm going to cut it off, so I'm not going to go all the way. Pick it up here, and make sure that it stays in the oval, doesn't go over the edge. Whatever glue kind of seeps out, not a worry because it'll dry clear. Alright, now our other pine cone. Almost thinking of popping him up with some dots. Wonder what that would be like. That would be cool. Let's do that. Let's do that. I have some that aren't super thick. And I think they'll be a perfect size. These were gifted to me by someone in a swap. So I need to cut a little bit off. Stuck to my finger. Let go! Alright, so I cut a little bit off. I tell you, I'm having problems with backings today on these tapes. These are really sticky, square, which are awesome. I'm going to put it up a little bit. Like so. Alright. Now let's do the other one. And I'm going to have to cut him too. Probably about the top. Alright. Let's do our glitter glue here. Probably see why these were kind of a pain to cut out. That one didn't get much glue. There we go. Okay. And I need to make sure that he's within my card. Oh, and we can turn him a little bit maybe. Push him down. And I wonder if we just shouldn't cut his tail off to the edge there, the same as this one, following the curve. So they just, you know, look like they're I wonder if I don't need to like put something on there. Oh, seeing my creative process and work here. Talk to myself. Alright, well, I mean, that's cute. That's cute. I think it needs a little something, but I'm not quite sure what. But that's okay. Let's go to the inside. And I cut a piece that's like 1/4 of an inch, and then a piece that's 1/2 an inch. And I'm going to put this down here at the bottom of my pocket just to decorate it. So, I'll take my glue here and put it in the center of my brown paper. And then, it's not very long. So just kind of see how long it needs to, or how much glue I need to put on. That should be plenty. And I'm just going to leave, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch at the bottom, and I'm not going past the edge of my pocket. And then just going to cut off the excess. good scissors. Don't have my other ones over here. Okay. So, you know, fancy that up a little bit. And then I thought, put the to from in here, alright? So I have a stamp, a to from stamp, and it says Happy Holidays at the bottom. I got them from my Lawn Fawn, big time glare there, Lawn Fawn stamp set, tiny tag sayings. So, which I've had like, forever and a day. So, I just put all three on here, lined them up where I wanted them. So I only had to stamp once. And hopefully you can get it all lined up nice. Right there looks pretty good. And hopefully you get that Happy Holidays really good. And we did! Yay! I never know. You know, when you stamp, never know. It's kind of a gamble sometimes. But it says to, from, and Happy Holidays. Put glue on the back of it. And we're going to glue it down. Maybe I'll put glue on it. There we go. I think I'm getting low. And I'm going to put it up near the top because I need to have a closure of some sort on this little card thing. So I'm just pushing down, so because I've got that foam up there, so just want to make sure it's closing or sealed. Sorry. All right, I'm going to use Velcro to keep it closed. Can't use a magnet because your gift card's going to have a magnet on it. So I have these super tiny little Velcro dots. I don't even know how big they are. 1/4 inch. Yeah, maybe a little bit over that. So I'm going to put one side over here, and I was kind of debating on where I wanted to put it. And I think I'm going to put it right down here, the one side, and then its opposite. I don't know which one is male and female. Does it matter? I don't know. Alright, so I put the other one over there, and then I'm just going to close it. I'm going to push down. Make sure I'm pushing where the Velcro is, and ta-da! And you can see it a little bit. This side you can't see it, but there's like little white snow on the evergreen boughs, so and the pine cones. So I think that will match good enough. So now let's glue it to our box. So use my 3-in-1 glue. Glue this on. And I need to make sure that my Created with Love is on the bottom and bottom of my little card here. And we're going to center it as best we can on the top. Alright, and now I'm going to take the box out. And I'm going to use my bone folder. Kind of go over things. Make sure that we've got everything glued down good. Being careful over where I did my foam. Alright, so what you can do with those little nuggets is, look at this. I just wrapped it in the same paper as that, so you could put it in there. I think this fits, how I counted, if I didn't eat any, this fits 10 of these Hershey nuggets, so you could fit 10 in there, like so. And if you covered them all, wouldn't that be cute? Or you could cover in this and then another one in brown, whatever. So cute. And then you just slide it all together, and just like so. And then the person can open it, and inside is their gift card, like so. Cute, cute. I love it. I think it's neat. I think it's really cute. You could decorate it any way that you wanted. You could use this idea for different holidays. If you didn't want to use Velcro as your closure, you could just tie a ribbon around it. You don't have to decorate the top then. That's probably what I would do with this one, is just tie a ribbon around it to keep it closed, because otherwise it really doesn't stay closed. So that's why I chose the Velcro, because I wanted to decorate the front. But like I said, ribbon would work, or baker's twine, whatever you feel comfortable using. But the Velcro works pretty well, I think. So, that's it. That is my day 2 project. And what did I call it? A gift card holder with a box for candy or a gift. You know, a necklace would fit in there. Tennis bracelet. Nice watch. I don't know. Ideas for the hubby. So, again, Merry Christmas in July. And I want to invite you to come check out our Facebook group with my bestie, Irina. We have a Facebook group together. It's called Fun Life on a Budget, featuring Bestie Becky, which is me. We would love to have you in our group. You can post the crafts that you make there. We do swaps monthly, sometimes a couple a month. We have a birthday card club that you could join. It's a very positive group. All the women are very supportive and kind to each other. It's just a great positive group, and we would love to have you join. So I will leave a link below to our Facebook group, so check it out. You'll have to ask to join, but Irina, she'll approve you. And also check out Irina's YouTube channel, my bestie. I mean, you know, show her some love. Check out her YouTube channel. See what she's making for the 12 days of Christmas. And I'll leave a link below to her channel also. And I think that's about it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will get an answer for you. And happy crafting. Have a great day. And Merry Christmas in 100-degree weather. Crazy! But this was fun. I'm going to zoom in, try, so you can see what it looks like up close. Didn't turn out pretty. And it was really easy. So, hope you give it a try. I will see you tomorrow for day 3. And I wonder what I'm going to make. You'll have to tune in and see. I'll see you then. Bye.